When did you first begin struggling with your weight?
I became aware of my weight, obviously, in my teens, puberty, but my big weight gain came with the freshman 15 that turned into the freshman 30 when I left for college. And I feel like I have been yo-yoing from that point ever since. So for about 24 years, it's been a struggle, yeah.
In your opinion, how does Premier Weight Loss differentiate versus other solutions you've tried in the past?
I did all the extra. Do you remember the cabbage soup diet? I did obviously the calorie deficit, obviously the clubs, Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem. I remember we ate so many of those lean cuisines in college thinking that we were gonna lose weight. One time, a girlfriend of mine, we ate so many potato chips that we thought if we switched out the potato chips for radishes, that we would just, that would help us lose weight. It was not as many carbs, it'll be fine. Mm-hmm. We did not lose any weight. I've even been to other weight loss clinics in town.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the side effects of those medications and how they affected me mentally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I saw extreme weight loss up front, which is usually the case, and then nothing.
How did you hear about Premier Weight Loss, and why did you decide to join?
Well, it was online, social media. I saw that you guys had an office here, and everybody was talking about injectable weight loss medication. And I felt like I was at the end of my rope, and it was the start of a new year, and I was like, what do I have to lose? Well, it turns out I have 40 pounds to lose. So that's where we are, yeah.
What has been your favorite part of the journey so far?
This is gonna sound really cheesy, but I love coming in for my appointments. I try to schedule them at the first part of the day because I'm in such a good mood when I leave. You guys have become family to me, and you're my friends, and the way I'm greeted when I come in, and then I get to sit down with my nurse practitioner and go through my in-body results, and it's just it's always a positive. I was gonna say it's always a gain, but it's not. It's always a loss.
Right.
But it's a mental gain, and so it's always just nice to come in here.
How long have you been with Premier Weight Loss, and how much weight have you lost?
I started in January, right at the new year when we all have resolutions and stuff, and so I'm 7 months in, and I'm 40 pounds down. Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
If you could go back in time and tell yourself one thing to expect on this weight loss journey, what would it be?
It would be the change, because I've never wanted to lose weight except for the fact that I would be smaller. That was the only reason I ever wanted to lose weight. It was very superficial, very vain, and I had no idea that losing weight in your 40s would be as hard as it is, and I was too proud to say I wanted help, or that, being a woman in your 40s, it just gets harder and harder and harder. The visceral fat loss, the change in my hormones, the change in my mental health. If I would have known that losing weight would affect all those areas for the good, I would have done this a long time ago.
What would you tell someone who is considering joining Premier Weight Loss, but may be nervous?
I totally understand the hesitancy if you have struggled with weight your entire life. That it's just when you've been disappointed so many times and you've yo-yoed and it's like, what's the point? I'd rather just not try at all and not be disappointed. The exact opposite is what's going to happen when you come to Premier Weight Loss. It's not extreme, and so it's good for you. That's where I want to start, is that if you start putting your health and thinking about the future and thinking about 50-year-old you and 60-year-old you, and that's how I've started. And like I said, with the visceral fat loss and seeing all of these changes in my numbers and in my blood work, it's just, it makes me excited. It makes me excited to do life every day and to look into my future and to think about retirement and those things. Like, it's not just about what I look like right now. It's about how I'm going to feel for the rest of my life.
Do you know that Premier Weight Loss has helped Indiana residents lose over 19,000 pounds in our first year of being open?
Are you serious? That's amazing. That gives me goosebumps.
I know.
That's so fun.
And you're a part of that.
I am. And so, again, like, expanding on the community that I have felt here, realizing that I probably am out and about with other Premier Weight Loss family and friends who have lost too. Like, I feel like it's this little inside secret.
Right?
But it's not. We need to tell everybody
We need to
about
tell
it.
everybody.
Yes.